Welcome back to another episode.
We're back. We are back.
We've been off, and we can give all these excuses of we've been looking for a producer. We're trying to do this thing the right way, and that has happened. But the truth of the matter is, when I've had a minute, Cutsy's been busy, and when Cutsy's had a minute, I've been busy doing this. Bob does sports, whatnot, and the editing. We've just been ramping it the fuck up, and it's been real busy. But we're here. We're back. We're guaranteeing consistency this time because we got a guy.
We got a guy.
We got a guy. So we're
got a guy.
A little bit of consistency now. And hopefully, I don't know if anyone's still on board, but if they are, thanks for coming back. And hopefully we can build up some steam and get some people we lost and get some new people.
Yeah, I feel like, this next wave of the Sportsmen could be like the uprising of the Roman Empire. I really feel like now we have a guy this guy has been loyal to a T, Mr. Anderson. We're going to just call him Mr. Anderson for the sake of the people. This guy started sending me clips ages ago for Bob Does Sports, and they just progressively got better and better and better. Didn't ask for anything, didn't want anything. I'd shout him out every once in a while when he did the clips. And the guy is just like, he is a 400, like original faithful. So finally, Tick and I were talking, so, if we ever get back to filming another episode again, we should really think about bringing somebody on who could take this thing to the next level, create an Instagram page, create, clips that could help promote it and help get, the word on the street. Because if you think about it, we didn't put anything out there for the longest time. And the fact that we even had 400 faithful is pretty amazing, and those people were like, really enjoyed the podcast week in, week out. And it's a shame that we don't give it to them. So now that we have Mr. Anderson on our side, we're going to have him as our producer. He's going to create a page for us. We're going to have clips. We're going to have promos, and we're going to have the Sportsman, we're going to put it on the precipice that it deserves to be on. And hopefully, give it a little bit more of exposure and whatnot. And, maybe we can see this thing kind of start to take flight a little bit, and see where it evolves to. But I'm very excited because this is a podcast I do thoroughly enjoy doing. There has been so much that has happened since when we were starting. It was like preseason. I think the NFL season hadn't even started. Or had just started.
No, it had just started. It had just, we did some picks, and we did, I think we did up to week 2, but just to say, we're not writing a check here that our asses can't cash, because we've got Mr. Anderson, yes. And he is going to be firing up these clips and putting them up on the YouTube now consistently. So if you've lost faith in me and Joe, don't lose faith in Mr. Anderson, because this guy's going to be on it. And all we have to do is get in front of the mics now. And some might say that's the hardest part, but we're going to do it. We're going to absolutely do it. And
I think we should try to stick with the Thursday filming so we can put an episode out every Friday. If possible.
That'd be great. But so I just, I can just see the rolling eyes of the 400 faithful now. And it is a shame, because some of our last episodes, we had Fat Perez on, we had Bob on. Yeah, I want to say that some of these 400 faithful, I think we grew to closer to 1,000 faithful.
Wow, we probably lost a lot.
We'll see where we're at now. But yeah, let's fucking jump into a little bit of sports. Joe, it's been a lot's happened since week 2. We could go in any direction. We could talk World Series, we could talk football, we could talk whatever. I'm gonna let you start us off here, and I want to see where you take us.
I mean, I think we have to start with our bread and butter, which is the NFL. And you're talking about two guys whose teams have gone drastically different directions so far this season. The Packers, obviously, we knew there was going to be regression. I knew that they were not going to be, an NFC contender this year. I thought the division was very much up for grabs for us to win again. But lo and behold, you're looking at a team at 4-6. After winning, by the way, which was a shocking game to me last week against the Dallas Cowboys, but just a team that's yet to find their stride, really just trying to find a new identity, just really lost. I mean, to me, this year has been frustrating. It's an understatement. Just because I know, and I think this is something we've discussed, is that the potential that this team has had for the last decade to be a winning team and to be a Super Bowl contending or Super Bowl winning team. And they just failed from an organizational standpoint to put the pieces in place or to get that extra piece or to do that extra thing that would help get us over the hump. And we never did it. And we didn't win a Super Bowl since 2011. And it's just sad, man. It's really sad because now he's seeing that the team is definitely now on the downswing. And it's like, now it's like, okay, well, what's the next step now? Do we, we have to rebuild? Like, we have Aaron still under contract. We have this guy, Jordan Love, who I can't stand, but like at some point, do we hand him the reins? And now the thing that drives me nuts is we won last week, and I listened to Stephen A. Smith this morning, and they're talking about what's better for the NFL for a success story. Aaron Rodgers going and winning a Super Bowl or Tom Brady. I'm like, let's just hold your horses right here. We won one game against the Cowboys at home. I don't think that this is a playoff team. That being said, they play tonight. I'm guaranteeing a victory against the Tennessee Titans.
Wow, a guaranteed victory.
You know what? You
vitriol that just came out of your mouth about that.
Well, you know what? When you miss 10 weeks worth of episodes, you got to come out with a bang. I'm guaranteeing a victory. So when this is airing, I'm either going to look like a stud or an absolute loser. But I think they'll win today. I think they got a little spark back. I think they beat the Titans tonight in Lambeau. I think they're going to run the ball a lot. It's supposed to be a cold game. I think they win tonight. I really do. And I think that
your team is piss poor. Your team is
we're bad. Oh, we're bad. They're bad.
It's bad, man. I mean, you guys are like just bad apples on the tree of the NFL season, man. I mean, it's tough to watch your games. It's up there with Broncos games where it's like,
come on. The Broncos is maybe the worst watching football.
Bad.
The Broncos is the most overrated thing. I mean, I can't even imagine something that's been more overrated.
I've never seen a group of 11 guys have such a hard time moving the football forward in my entire life.
Russell Wilson looks
horrible.
Like Blake Bortles. He looks awful. Awful. We'll talk about a guy who robbed a franchise. I mean, my God.
But they have some talent there too. I mean, Melvin Gordon. I mean, anytime you lead with him,
well, I mean,
he's not a potent offense, but he
wasn't their star running back.
Judy, their
star running back went down.
Hurt, but they got some talent though. I mean, they're
Cortland Sutton's okay.
I mean, the Packers have a legitimate argument for a lack of talent. I mean,
the
Broncos have some serious talent and they can't move the football.
The Broncos are just a lost cause. But I want to touch base on the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I know you had to slip up. Yeah, you lost to the Commanders. Join the club. I lost to the Commanders too. I mean, what a devastating team to lose to. Tyler Heineke somehow gives them some kind of shot in the dark.
Did you lose to Heineke as well? Did you lose to Carson Wentz?
We lost to Heineke.
You did?
Fucking Wentz. Ugh, this piece of shit. He decided to get hurt right the week before we played him. But yeah, no, dude, I mean, I know you lost. Ticket was on a rampage last week, said to sell the team. But like, in all honesty, this is an organization who's done things right in the offseason. They went out, they made some big moves. They brought in a big star in AJ Brown. They brought in some defensive players. And to be honest, I know you lost this week and I know that it stings, but like, you could be 4-6, Tick. I mean, you're 7-1. You're leading the NFC East. You look like the favorite to win the NFC right now, as far as I'm concerned. And you got to feel pretty good about this Eagles team, no?
We're 8-1.
8-1, even better. Well, even better.
But second of all, I honestly, we're frauds. We are 100% frauds. I'm looking for the fucking clip here, man, where it shows all of our wins, and we stink, man. We haven't beaten anyone good.
Tick, you cannot. You're 8-1.
Every team we've beaten has either had a hurt quarterback or they just stink. I mean, our schedule is easy as pie, man. But that being said, we do look pretty good outside of last week.
We still got to win the games. We still got to win.
We lost to a shit team. We lost to a really shitty team.
You had a bad
backup quarterback. But that being said, we made a lot of mistakes. And if we clean those mistakes up, which we haven't been, stepping on our own feet too much this season, I got to say, it's usually our bread and butter, but we haven't. But it did wreak havoc in that game on Monday night. And it's concerning. It's concerning when you have Super Bowl hopes. But are we a team that's going to make the playoffs and probably get out of the first round? Yeah. But is that the goal? No.
Well,
You
welcome
know,
to the Packers the last 5
yeah,
years.
exactly. So I think we're going to come up real short, but I think we've got a
But
lot of
why do you
promising
say that?
pieces.
Why do you think you're going to come up? What makes you think that your team is so
Because
bad that
all 8 of our wins are not against any kind of
but you still
good
won those
competition.
games. You
Yeah, but
still won them.
we're gonna play like competent teams in the playoffs,
I
and
understand
we're
that,
not
but
gonna
it's
beat
not.
anybody.
But to say that we played bad teams is one thing, but you won those games. You won all
Yeah.
those games. So like, you can't do much more than win the games that you're supposed to win. It's not like you lost or won by a point. Like you were winning those games pretty much handily, most of those games. And I think, you know what, I think you're going to win the division. I
Let me
believe.
read you off some of these teams we beat. Week 1, we beat the Lions,
Well,
and
we
we won.
lost to the
We won
Lions.
by 3 points to one of the worst defenses in the league. Week 2, we beat Kirk Cousins. I mean, they're having a good season. That's a decent win, but we all know they're frauds too. They stink. So we beat them. We beat the Commanders. Carson Wentz, that guy always finds a way to lose. So great for us. We beat Trevor Lawrence, at home in Philadelphia. We didn't even have to go to Jacksonville. We beat the Cardinals, who are absolute dog shit. We beat the Cowboys, which looks like a good win on paper, but it was Cooper Rush. So, not a great win.
Well, some
we
might
beat the
say that Cooper
Steelers,
Rush is
one of the
better
worst
than
teams
Dak.
in the league, easily one of the worst teams in the league. Sorry, Jerry Don, they just are. It's a bad team. And then we beat the Texans, who were a 1-6-1 team at the time. And then we just lost to the Commanders with Taylor Heineke. I mean, there's nothing that has shown me that we're a team that's going to go deep into the playoffs, but have we shown that we're a much more improved team than last year? Yeah, we're trending in the right direction, but no Super Bowl
All
for
right,
us.
I want you to
year.
do me
We
something.
stink.
Well, I want you to do me a favor, okay? I want you to give me your top 3 teams in the NFC as you see them, and who you think will be. Like, give me the top 3 teams you think would win the NFC if the playoffs started today.
Top 3 teams in the NFC. I mean, yeah, you've got to put us up there. The NFC's weak, man. The NFC's not very good. So I would put us in there. I would put. God damn.
I hate
man.
to do it, but I think you put the Vikings.
The Vikings in there. I mean, dude, they stink. And then
they're 8-1.
You go with the 49ers, maybe?
I think the 49ers are a sleeper team. I think they're sleeper.
Me too. And you guys always shit on me for liking Jimmy G, but he's winning.
Well, it helps when you bring Christian McCaffrey to the team. The guy, second game, throws a touchdown, catches a touchdown, and runs for a touchdown.
Listen,
I mean, this guy is. And they just got Elijah. They just got Elijah Mitchell back.
Yeah.
Who, by the way, is no stout. He is a good player. He's a good running back. So I think they've got depth. They've got receivers. They've got defense, and they got a great coach. I think that's a team. I would say, to me, the Niners are a better team than the Vikings. I think the Vikings under Kirk Cousins, congrats to the Vikings. I know I rag on the Vikings all the time. They're having their success right now. Kirk Cousins is a fraudulent individual. He will find a way to lose. And by the way, they should have found a way to lose. He should have found a way to lose last week against Bills until the defense found a way to get a touchdown while Josh Allen's trying to fucking go for a quarterback sneak on the 1-yard line and fumbles it in the end zone because Kirk couldn't get it done. I just think the Vikings are not. I think the Niners are a team to look out for. They're a scary team, man. They're a scary team that's had some injuries and off-season things. I mean, considering where they started from, they lost their starting quarterback. I had to go back to a guy who initially was their quarterback and lost the job, trying to get him, and by the way, he's laughing to the bank. Do you know his deal that every game he wins, I think he makes $250,000?
Kirk Cousins? Are you fucking
No, not
me?
Kirk Cousins, Jimmy G.
Oh,
Jimmy's
yes.
Contract now because they had to restructure it. I think
Yeah.
every game he wins between like $250,000 to $400,000. So this guy went from thinking he was going to sit on the bench to now all of a sudden he's laughing all the way to the fucking bank.
Well, he's playing on a team as well that the coach gave up on him, the team gave up on him, the front office gave up on, everyone gave up on him, and then
not Ticket.
There's not me, but their star fucking young quarterback gets hurt, and they turn to the guy they all shunned away and said, "You know what? Strap up your boots because we need you." And he came out, and what does he do? I mean, are they perfect? No. Is he putting up Tom Brady prime numbers? No, but he's fucking winning football games, and he's going to get them to the playoffs in a very weak division, a division that a lot of people thought were going to be good, but the Rams stink. The Cardinals stink.
The Seahawks are pretty good.
They're frauds too, man. Everyone in the NFC is a fraud. I don't see a single team. If the AFC doesn't win the Super Bowl this year, I mean, it's a damn shame. It's never going to be an easier time for the AFC to win.
Well, you look at the AFC, right? The Chiefs, the Bills are two teams right there, right out of the gates.
The Dolphins,
the Ravens,
the Dolphins.
I mean, and then you have teams that are sneaky good, like the Bengals could be decent. You know, the Jets, I don't know. I mean, the Jets defense is looking really good.
The Jets are scary. I wouldn't want to. I don't
think the Jets would be one of the best teams in the NFC right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to face them in. I don't think they're going to go deep in the playoffs, but I would not want to face them in the regular season, man. They got nothing to lose. They shouldn't be here. They shouldn't have as many wins as they already do. And they're just looking to fucking tear up ass right now.
Do you think the Giants or the Jets are the real team in New York?
Jets.
The Jets.
Wait, do you mean this year? Or do you mean like New
this?
York's team?
I mean, like this year, not New York's team, but like this year, who's the better of the two New York teams?
The Jets. The Giants are frauds. Everyone in the NFC is frauds, man. The Jets are trending in the right direction. They got a lot of good pieces, and they just got our boy, man, James Robinson. If they figure out a way to really get him involved,
I really hope they do, because I have him in my fantasy, and I really need him to get going again.
That's our boy, dude.
God, but I do think that like this year more than ever, it's like every week you watch the NFL, anybody can win. There's like, you look at the games and you're like, you used to be like, oh yeah, there's no chance this team's winning. This year, it's like, it's just unbelievable. Now I'll tell you one other team before we move on to another topic. Another team to watch out for after the comeback win they had 2 weeks ago, and then they won this week again, is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. After seeing how bad they looked. Now, I also do. My girlfriend's a big Bucs fan, so I've been watching them a lot more than normal. After seeing how bad they looked and watching Tom Brady with 40 seconds left go down the field, drive, and win that game against the Rams, and then they beat the Seahawks this last week easily, they could be trending upwards. They could be a team that could be scary as well.
Do you think Tom Brady, coming off this divorce, is a man on fire? You think he's going to take him far?
It looked like he was a man lost, but now, I mean, I don't know. I mean, the last couple of weeks, he looks good. Team's starting to get back in sync. Godwin looked like he was fully healthy this week and doing his thing. I mean, they got good pieces. And by the way, this white running back, this rookie that they got, he looks like Fournette transformed by 5. Like they started, if they could get him going, and then they got pieces all over the field, man. Like, I mean, it could be a team to look out for. There could be some sneaky teams coming up. I just pray to God the Packers end the season on a decent note, so that
they look like they've really found something with that Christian Watson kid. So we'll see where they go with that. But let's finish up the episode with we'll do what we did the last couple episodes that we did about 5 weeks ago, about 10 years ago, and we'll go through and we'll pick all the teams. But let's quit before we get to that. Let's jump over to basketball, because I don't think basketball tipped off the last time we did an episode. So let's dive.
I've been watching a lot of basketball lately. There's been some fun teams to watch. Cleveland Cavaliers, the Utah Jazz. Some of these teams are expected not to be doing anything, and all of a sudden they're putting up some wins, man. And what's going on with the Warriors?
Oh, dude. What they've lost like the last 8 home games?
The Warriors are in trouble right now,
They're in trouble. Well,
Curry scored 50 last night. They lost by 12 or 14.
It just shouldn't happen. Not when he puts up 50, man. They've got some things to figure out.
They look like they're in disarray.
But if there's a team that's going to figure it out, it's going to be the Warriors. I'm not really that worried about them. They'll figure it out as long as injuries don't play a role in their season. They'll figure it out. They're the Warriors.
What about the Lakers? The Lakers look lost too.
I had no expectation. These people in LA are fucking nuts, dude. Every year they think the Lakers have a shot.
By the way, tomorrow I might have a suite for the Lakers game if you want to come.
Well, this is the first I'm hearing of this. This is the first time
we're talking about the Lakers.
You got my number.
Rocky's coming into town, so we were thinking about buying a suite for the Lakers game. It's 12 tickets with a buffet, the whole 9 yards.
Who's going? Is Bob going?
Bob's in Jupiter.
That's right. Okay. I'm fucking in, dude. I will fucking go.
I might be, by the way, this weekend is the first weekend. I might do a sports extravaganza. I'm looking at maybe suite on Friday for tomorrow night at the Lakers game for the Lakers Pistons. I'm confirmed going to the Clippers game on Saturday night with another buddy who's got season tickets. And Patrick Bacon, who is Travis Kelce's boy, hit me up. And I think I might be going to the night game for the Chiefs Chargers and going to Travis Kelce's suite.
Wow, that's unbelievable, man. That's Patrick Bacon, dude. That's your boy right there.
Well, I met him at the ACC and he was like hitting me up and I was like, let's go to the game. So I'm going to hear from him.
So the
tomorrow.
Lakers are playing the Pistons. What do the Pistons have, like 2 wins? Pistons stink, right?
Pistons stink. So the Lakers should win tomorrow.
It's 2 of the worst teams in the entire league. The Lakers suck. I think the Lakers only have 3 wins.
Is
Lakers,
it 3?
Lakers
only?
Absolutely stink.
Is it only 3?
Yeah, man. Have? And they won last night, I think. And fucking Anthony Davis, dude. This guy.
Yeah, this guy is a liability.
This guy's a problem. This guy is a serious problem to this organization. I don't know what Pelinka and all them are going to do with LeBron, who's always hurt and getting older, and fucking Anthony Davis and Patrick Beverley.
Beverley, God, I love the guy, but the guy is not it. He's simply he's not.
So who are some of your favorites thus far in the league to bet on? Who's been making cutsy money when it comes to basketball?
I've been betting recently on random teams. I got the Spurs +7 tonight. Last night I had the Pacers. I had a parlay of the Pacers. So I'm doing this new thing where I fade the public. So I bet on a lot of underdogs. So Utah has been a godsend for me this year. Utah Jazz have been just a real blessing in Cutsy's cap.
Walk me through this fade the public philosophy. I think more people want to know about this.
Well, I don't want to tell the whole world my secrets, but basically, friend of the pod, Rocky, he is involved in he keeps his ears to the streets when it comes to the sporting, sports gambling and whatnot. So he basically told me, he said, you know what, we need to get you away from, I used to be the guy, and you know this better than anybody. I liked chalk. I liked betting my money. If my money was put down, I wanted it to be on the big dogs. Give me the guys who make the big paper, and they're going to bring me to the promised land. The problem is, that doesn't always happen. They don't cover spreads and whatnot, and 9 times out of 10, if you're hitting money line on those guys, the juice that you're paying is so high. You're in -210, 2-1 for your money. So if you end up losing, you can fuck. So Rocky basically just told me, you got to go against the grain. How do you think Vegas makes money? I said, I don't know. I've never learned how to make money off gambling. I've always done it for fun. I've never been good at it. Basically, they go against the public. So that's my model. That's my modus operandi now. You go against the public. You take the dogs. You take the shit teams and you ride them. By the way, in the NFL, you know what teams made me more than any other team this year?
Who?
Take a guess. Take a guess.
I have no fucking idea, Joe. Tell me.
Well, you got to know it's got to be a shitty team to start.
The Heat?
In the NFL?
Oh, in the NFL. The Browns.
No. The Atlanta Falcons have hit me more. Although I went against them. I took the Panthers the other night because there's no way Mariota was going to do anything that night in primetime television. But yes, the Falcons. There have been some teams that they've just rung the bell. By the way, when the Packers played the Bills and the Cowboys, both times I took the Packers. I have not taken the Packers any other times that they're favored, except tonight.
Have they been covering spreads at all?
No, they've been terrible at covering.
They've been horrible.
But when they're underdogs, they've done well. When they've been underdogs, they've done well. They've covered. Tonight is the night I take the Packers against the Titans. I think they win.
Okay.
I brought it down to -3, but yeah, man. I don't know. I told you I've been having success right now, and I'm going to let it ride, and I'll see how long it goes. As soon as it stops, I'm done. But
have you been betting on the Nets at all this year?
Not much. No.
It sounds like Kevin Durant out of there after this year? Is he going to the Grizzlies?
He is a piece of shit, dude. You want to talk about one of my most hated teams?
Talk me through.
Did you hear what he said the other night? He said nobody expects us to win, but I'm on the floor, so I guess you can expect us to win. Because Kyrie's been out because he's an anti-Semitic. I mean, that team is a disaster. Joe, did you not hear what he said?
Yeah, but
the guy refused to apologize to the public. He was supporting a documentary that was clearly anti-Semitic, We happen to have people in our lives who are Jewish, and shout out
Very
to
true.
Bob and the
Very
Jet.
true. Very
You
true.
know, even in that circumstance, and I'm not condemning Kyrie, but I'm saying in that circumstance, if you're supporting it and promoting something that clearly is just not the right thing to do, even if he had ulterior motives or not, you
Right.
just go on the record and say, listen, I had no alternative meaning to this. I'm sorry if I've offended anybody. That was not my purpose. You know, you just take it. You wear it. You wear it on
Yeah,
the
it
chin.
shouldn't be that hard to just
And he was
apologize and just
refusing to
Yeah.
apologize. This guy
Bad
thinks
look.
he's better than everybody else.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time with your glasses, man. You look like Hakeem Olajuwon, fucking in the paint right now. It's unbelievable. I've never seen you with those glasses.
Hakeem didn't wear glasses.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he did. Absolutely did.
No, not Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yeah, it was Hakeem.
I think you're thinking of the guy from the Lakers. What's his name? The tall guy, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Same guy, right?
No, Hakeem Olajuwon played for the Houston Rockets.
Hakeem and Kareem. That's
Kareem. You're thinking Kareem.
Yeah,
you said
certainly
Hakeem.
am. Certainly
this
am.
Guy's getting his Kareems and Hakeems mixed up.
Listen, we've had a long time off.
Oh, no lie. You've been a little.
Brush the dust off.
This guy's got more dust than a Tyrannosaurus Rex fossil.
Let me get my food. My food just arrived. I'll be 2 seconds, and then we'll dive into.
Wait. Talk me through. What was your order?
It's got a DoorDash order. I've made the move from Postmates to DoorDash.
It's a great move.
It was a great move.
Good for you, Tick. That's the right move.
Yeah, I joined the membership program, so I get free delivery.
Bless you. Yes.
Yeah.
It's the right thing to do.
And they get my order wrong half the time, and
so then it's a free food.
It's a free meal.
All right, get your food.
I got a bagel and lox this morning.
From where?
It's called Clark Street Bread in Echo Park, and it is unbelievable.
Okay, well, when you come back, I want to see the bagel.
Okay, you got it.
All right.
There she is.
All right.
These guys do a phenomenal job.
I want to see that thing.
All right. I also got myself some lunch as well. So I did the double order.
He doubled down.
I doubled down. Yeah.
So what was the lunch order then?
The lunch order was a chicken salad sandwich on sourdough. That's for later. You're not going to want to touch
look at that thing.
Yeah, it's going to go in the fridge.
You know what I had yesterday? Have you ever had lemonade?
Yeah, I don't love it, but yeah, I've had it.
So I went in the store yesterday with Nicole. I didn't do the ordering, and it was exquisite. Ordering it from the store, everything was fresh. And sometimes you order from these places and they bring it to your apartment. And by the time it gets there, it just doesn't bang like the way it would.
Oh, there's two things you cannot order delivery on. One is breakfast. The only breakfast item I get is a breakfast burrito. But if you get eggs, you're trying to get like eggs over easy.
I've ordered breakfast from John and Vinny's and it bangs.
Yeah, but that's a little different. That's a little high end. I'm just talking you order just eggs over easy, some
like Walter's Cafe.
Yeah, exactly. Some kind of diner. It ain't gonna bang, And also burgers. I don't think burgers travel well.
No.
By the time burgers get to you, either the sauce or the grease from the burger gets the bun all wet. And
it depends. Sometimes you're right. But
a burger's got to be fresh out the kitchen.
Of course, it's always going to be better out of the kitchen. But I think there's times like I like a good Five Guys burger. It still smacks when I get it from the normally from DoorDash.
There's some definite things you want to get. Like a bagel always travels well. A bagel travels exquisitely well.
But the thing is, too, when you're doing the DoorDash for a bagel, you end up paying way more than you would ever normally pay for a bagel. Well,
that's why I got lunch too. I couldn't just get the bagel. I'm not Mr. Moneybag.
But now you're on DoorDash now. So, by the way, I ordered pizza last night with Nicole. I'm gonna go on the record and say this is the best pizza I've had in LA.
No, Prince Street.
No.
Wow.
Apollonia's pizza. It fucking
all right.
banged.
I've never.
We got to do it. You know how it's good? They don't do delivery. You have to pick it up from the store.
That is true. When a place doesn't offer delivery,
because they don't want to be held accountable for the fucking travel. And God bless them, because it was absolutely exquisite. They put Nicole, we got to the store, and like I was like, just run in, babe, and get them. They waited for her to go in before they gave the pizza, and they put the fresh the ricotta cheese on the top, like the burrata on top, right before they handed it to her. It had burrata cheese, truffle oil, a little arugula, pecorino romano, mozzarella. It was
to me.
Pizzeria. It was the Bianco pizza, like the white pizza. Unbelievable. And you know what? I think we might have to do for Sunday, NFL Sunday. 20 inches. The thing was like the box. I gotta show you the box. You gotta see the box. Hold on.
Hit me with the box.
Look at the size of this box.
When you see a box like that, you know the pizza's gonna fuck. Dude, that kind of box is all over New Jersey. I mean, that throws me back. Dude.
I'm telling you, Ticket. And Nicole said it was one of the best pizzas she's ever had in her life. It was the best pizza, bar none, I have had in LA.
When someone's putting the burrata fresh right when you pick it up, that's what you call class.
And you know what the nice thing is? It's only 5 minutes away from my apartment, so it's not a long travel.
Oh wow! 5 minutes by car? You can
by car.
All right. Okay, it's still not.
But
bad
you know what
Sunday.
you do? You have to order it, and they tell you have got to go 1 hour after you order to go pick it up. Like, they don't tell you. They'll say, like, so we ordered last night at 5:30. It had explicit instructions like be at the store at 6:15.
I don't usually like being told what to do, but for a pizza like that, I certainly will.
I think it's the move for Sunday, so much so that I'm willing in the middle of football Sunday, even if I'm on a zip train, to get up and go pick it up and bring it back for the boys. I'm willing to make that sacrifice so you can try this pizza. Now, it's not cheap.
Yeah.
It's not cheap.
I'm sure it's not. I mean, I'm sure.
You know how much that pizza was?
Was it okay? Was the order just the pizza?
It was just the pizza. It was
Truffle
one pizza. By the way, it was more. I mean, we had extras. It was more than enough for two people.
I'm going to say that thing was $42, not including tax.
Yeah, you're almost right on the dot. It was like $41.79.
Look at that. I mean, truffle oil is going to cost you.
That's a man who knows his pies, right there, folks.
That's exactly right. All right, you're feeling good. I'm feeling good. Let's jump into this week's games in the NFL. Let's run them down. I'm going to hit you with the spreads. You tell me who's going to win the game, and you tell me who you think's going to cover. All right.
I wish I would have talked to Rocky before going through this list, but that's okay.
Gut, all feelings, no facts.
All right, let's go.
All right. So you've already told us the Packers tonight. This is going
Packers tonight. Yes, book it.
Yeah, the game's going to be over.
-3. I brought it down to -3 though. So I think a lot of books it's up to -3.5 by the game time. It's probably going to be -4. I'd say Packers -3 tonight.
Packers -3. All right. First game on the slate here on Sunday morning. We got the Birds. We got the Eagles in Indianapolis playing the Colts. The new head coach, Jeff Saturday.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. And Philly is favored by 7 points. Who you going?
Indianapolis.
You taking them for the game or for the spread?
No, I take them for the spread. I think Eagles win, but Jonathan Taylor looks like he's back.
Yeah.
And Jeff Saturday has these boys ready to fucking run through a brick wall. I would go, honestly, I would. Colts are one of the teams that I was surprisingly, remember when I think the last game we did was Colts versus Chiefs, and I took the Colts and they won outright.
That's right.
And I think like the Colts is a team that are sneaky because their defense is actually they're quietly very good. And if Matt Ryan can get some protection and Jonathan Taylor can go, they're a team that can put up some points. I do like them to cover the spread this week.
That was a really good win for the resume. And fucking Jeff Saturday last week fucked me. They said Sam Ellinger was going to start. I needed a quarterback on my fantasy team. I started Sam Ellinger. All of a sudden, I see Matt Ryan slinging the rock. I checked my fantasy team. This guy put up a goose egg.
By the way, quietly, Cutsy's only 2 games back from you and the Jet now in that division.
That's right. You're creeping up. I am falling apart.
And I have had so many injuries this year.
I'm falling apart.
My whole team's been fucking hurt.
Yeah. You're doing a good job. And auto draft. All right, we got the Rams in New Orleans playing the Saints. The Saints are 3-point favorites.
As they should be.
Yeah.
The Rams look awful.
Yeah.
Oh geez. -3 for the Saints. Fuck it. Give me the Saints.
Wow.
The Rams are bad, man. I think people are going to be betting the Rams. The Rams are not good. They're
I
not
think the
good.
Rams win by 3, so maybe buy a
Wow.
point. And I
Oh
I
wait,
take
the
the Rams.
Rams. But why would you buy a point if it's New Orleans -3?
You're right. You're right.
Just take the Rams money
Jesus
line.
Christ, I am
This guy
fucking.
is very, very rusty.
I gotta pull up the dust, man. Fucking hey, you can edit some of this out there, Mr. Anderson. But if
I'll
not,
leave it in.
I'll
It's
look like an
entertaining.
idiot. I don't give a shit. I do think the Rams are going to win this game. I think they're going to walk into New Orleans. I think they're going to start getting their head on straight. And I think Sean McVay is going to start earning that paycheck and get the Rams rolling in the right direction. Rams win by 3. Take the Rams and the points. Bears in Atlanta. Your boys, the Falcons. Atlanta's favored by 3 points. Who you got?
Fuck, that's another tough one. I'll go with the Bears. I think
I'm
Justin Fields looks really good lately.
Yeah, just take.
And
the
I
Bears.
actually have on one of my fantasy teams, I got Komet and Mooney.
Yeah,
I
Komet
picked the
had
ball.
2
I go, who
touchdowns last
knows?
week.
You wouldn't touch a bear with the 10-foot pole before.
I know.
Komet went nuts this last week.
I like the Bears a lot in this game. Dude, they've looked really good the last couple of games. They lost in Miami or to Miami, and but it was
they barely lost. They should have
it was a
won.
close game. They lost by a field goal.
And then they lost this last
I'm just
week.
taking the Bears money line here. Fuck the points, dude. The Bears are going to win outright.
Yep.
Cleveland in Buffalo. Buffalo is an 8-point favorite.
You know, this is going to be the snow game of the year.
I heard.
They're expecting like 3 to 4 feet of snow during this game.
Yeah, the over-under is already to 42.
It's going to go even down. Now, what I'm telling you, what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait till that over-under goes lower and lower and lower, and everybody and their mother's going to hit the under, and I'm going to go on the over. Hashtag feed the public.
Fade the public. It's been working.
So yeah, that's I mean, yeah, it's been working. With that much snow, that much a spread. Give me the Browns, man.
Yeah, you're gonna take the Browns in the 8
Well,
points.
8. I mean, if
Yeah.
it was 7, I mean, it's a lot of points. And if the weather is as bad as advertised, you're gonna think it's gonna be a lot of ground and pound. Nick Chubb is I mean, this guy is one of the best in the game.
Yeah.
I'd say give me the Browns. I obviously think the Bills win, but 8 is a lot.
Yeah, I'm a big Nick Chubb guy. Plus the 6 feet of snow. I'm taking the Browns and the points. Jets in New England. New England is a 3-point favorite.
Give me the New England Patriots.
Whoa!
I just think Belichick owns the Jets, man. He really does. This team, he just owns. There's certain coaches who own certain teams. You know, it's just like I think he just owns the Jets.
Do you think Belichick owns the Jets more than Aaron Rodgers owns the Bears?
No, nobody owns anybody more than Aaron Rodgers owns the Bears. I mean,
Okay. All right, fair enough. I'm going to roll
Aaron
with the
Rodgers
Jets.
owns the Bears, and he also owns the Cowboys, if we're being honest.
Yeah, he does. I mean, they win every game against Dallas. I'm going to
They
take
do.
the Jets plus the 3 points. And the over-under in that game is 38. I kind of like the over in
By the
that.
way, I forgot to say, you know who's going to that Browns Bills game with 3-4 feet of snow? Asked me to hit up Josh Allen's manager to get him tickets.
Perez? Pat Perez is going to that game? Are you...
He's going with his dad. The fucking Josh Allen's manager is like, is he aware there's going to be like 4 feet of snow? I was like, I don't know.
That's
We
going
got
to be
him
some great content.
We got him in a club section, so I think he'll be indoors and warm. But boy,
Oh, that's right. Yeah. We were going to try to go to a Birds game, but he's going to the Bills game. All right. Next, we got the Detroit Lions against the New York Giants.
how about your Lions? 2-game winning streak there,
That's
Tick.
right.
On the
Motor City-
road.
Motor City Dan. No one has more heart than them Lions
they
right
playing
now.
this week?
Roar, baby. Giants are a 3-point favorite.
Is
They're
it in New
New
York?
Yep.
Give me the Giants.
Oh, what are you doing?
I like the Lions, but I don't think they're gonna beat the. I think the Giants win this.
So you're saying you believe in Danny Dimes? Are you saying you're a Danny Dimes believer?
No, I believe in Saquon, friend of the pod.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I'm going to take the Lions. I think they're going to overcome Saquon because they got nothing else on that offense. And the Giants are a bunch of frauds. The Lions are the real deal. Motor City Dan Campbell's the real deal. Give me the Lions plus 3. Carolina at Baltimore. Baltimore favored by 13 points. Yeah.
13.
That's some disrespect, man. That's some disrespect on PJ Walker.
Give me the Ravens.
Yeah. I'm going Ravens too. Minus
The
13.
disrespect is earned.
Yeah, but Lamar coming off a bye week and this Panthers team just stinks. And in Baltimore, give me the fucking
Who did
minus 13.
the Ravens play last? Didn't they lose their last game too?
I think they did, but that was 2 weeks ago. And
but still, I mean,
in the past, brother. It's in the past.
But this guy lingers. He likes to come off of losses.
I will say though, the Ravens, whether they're playing the Chiefs or they're playing the Detroit Lions, man, they play they play either up or down to their opponent. So this could be a game, man. The Panthers could stick around. That being said, I just can't believe PJ Walker is going to keep this thing close in Baltimore. Next game, we got Washington in Houston playing the Texans. Washington's a 3-point favorite.
Oh God. I really don't think the Commanders are. Give me the Texans.
Yeah, this Mills guy. And
they're chippy, man. They played you guys. They played you guys when they played against the Eagles. They played you guys scrappy. And this Pierce is a really good running back. I mean, this guy, the problem is that they can't help but shoot themselves in the foot. David Mills looks like really good for about like a quarter and a half. And then he just makes the most boneheaded, stupid turnover picks, like in the red zone, just trying to, instead of throwing the ball away, he hurts himself all the time. I think they're good enough that they can contend. And I think the Commanders win this game, but my three, I think it's a 3-point game. I think either you're getting a push or I think the Texans cover.
Yeah, I like the Texans in the 3 points as well. We got the Raiders. This is gonna be a shit game. We got the Raiders in Denver. Denver's a 3-point favorite somehow.
Let's just move on. Let's not even look at this
fuck
game.
that game. I ain't touching it.
If you're betting on that game,
you're watching it.
If you're betting on that game, you got head problems anyways. So we'll just pass this game along and it's like a bad car accident. Just keep driving. Just don't look. Just no peripherals. Just keep driving.
All right, we got Dallas in Minnesota. Dallas is a 1.5-point favorite.
In Minnesota? Dallas is a favorite?
Yeah.
Wait. Dallas is favored by 1.5 traveling to Minnesota.
That's right.
Something's not right with that line. Something is not. Every single buddy and their mother is going to be on the Minnesota Vikings. Give me the Dallas Cowboys.
Whoa. Wow.
I'm fading the public. Everybody's going to. If you are just looking at that game, in your right mind, would you not take the Vikings?
Yeah, I'm going with the Vikings.
The whole world is going to be on the Vikings. Minus 1.5, and they're on the road. They just lost the Packers. The team doesn't look terrible. Vegas knows something that we don't know. There's no way that line makes sense. Is there a big injury for the Vikings? Is someone out?
I have absolutely no fucking clue, but I do know that the Vikings just won a game that they shouldn't have won. They got a little momentum going. I mean, they got 8-1 momentum. They're good. They're a good team.
It's a no-brainer. If you just look at this game, no-brainer. It's the Vikings.
The second I see
this line is so fishy. It's so weird. Unless like Dalvin Cook is out. Or Justin Jefferson is questionable. Like I can't understand why that would be the line.
The second I see some Minneapolis local come out and blow that big fucking horn about 10 seconds before kickoff, these Dallas Cowboys are going to fold.
It's like Jared Allen walks out, gets inducted into the Minnesota Vikings Hall of Fame, and then proceeds to blow the horn. It looks like the entire Vikings conquest is headed north. No, there's something wrong with that line.
Okay, so
that line makes
Dallas.
No sense. I'm taking Dallas.
Okay, I'm going Minnesota.
And by the way, I just want to go on the record and say I absolutely hate that I would be taking Dallas in that place, but I'm taking Dallas.
Yeah. All right, Bengals in Pittsburgh. Bengals are a 4-point favorite.
Oh, jeez. This Pittsburgh team is. They're like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. One week they look horrific. The next week they look somewhat competent. Give me the Bengals. I hate it.
Wow. I'm going Steelers. I don't think they're going to let a division rival walk in there and beat them in Pittsburgh, especially when we get closer to winter.
I'm going Steelers too. I think it's the right pick.
Steelers +4. Chiefs, Chargers. That's our Sunday night game.
I might be there.
Kansas City. You might be there in a suite with Patrick Bacon. Chiefs are a 6-point favorite in LA.
Chiefs 6-point favorite in LA. fuck. I got to go with the Chiefs just for the sake that I might be in Travis Kelce's suite. I got to go Chiefs. I hate it. I actually probably would normally go Chargers.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to go Chiefs.
There's
Chiefs.
something about this Chargers team. I like them a lot, but there's something that's not right. There is
Something's wrong. And by the way, when is Keenan Allen going to play again?
Yeah, never. He's done.
This man has missed more games. I mean, for a top level talent than almost anyone I could think of.
Mike Williams is doing a lot more than he's paid to do. I mean, he is carrying the team on his back.
No, Josh Palmer's been really good.
He's been good too. And Austin Eckler,
really good.
Yeah.
Eckler's always good, though. Eckler's always solid. But I tell you what, man, I think we'll see Calvin Ridley on the field before we see Keenan Allen.
We're going to see Antonio Brown suit up again before we fucking see Keenan Allen. Kansas City is gonna win by a lot of points. There's something wrong with LA. These Chargers, there's something wrong with both these LA teams. Give me the Chiefs plus the points or minus the points, actually. And the Monday night game is the 49ers. We were just singing their praises, going to Glendale, playing the Cardinals. They are an 8-point favorite.
Wow.
49ers are an 8-point favorite. Jimmy G is an 8-point favorite.
Fuck you. Give me the Cardinals.
Whoa! Are you kidding?
I'm fading the public is what I'm doing right now.
Oh, no, Joey D. I mean, hey, it could pay off. You fade the public. You win a lot of money these days doing that. I do like the 49ers. I got to go with the gut. I like the 49ers. Minus the 8 points. The Cardinals stink, man.
It's a lot of points, man. I hate anytime it's over a touchdown. I hate anytime it's over a touchdown. It's a lot.
It is. It's a lot of points. I mean, yeah, and there's not going to be any weather.
And by the way, I know the Cardinals stink, but they're playing at home. They have a competent quarterback in Kyler Murray. If he plays, he should play this week. He didn't play last week, and they still won. They beat the Rams.
Hopkins playing? He's playing, right?
Hopkins is playing. Ertz is playing. The Rondale Moore's playing. They got Connor back. I mean, they're not a good team, but there's a lot worse teams in the NFL. That
coach stinks.
You don't like Kingsbury?
No, he's horrible. I don't know how he got the job. I don't know how he's kept the job. I don't know why he still hasn't. He should be gone. This guy stinks. All right. Well, that's going to do it for another episode of The Sportsman. I mean, we're back. Joe, we back?
Are officially back.
We are confirmed back.
We are as back could ever be. I was going to make an analogy. I came up with nothing.
Yeah, that got.
We're both rusty. We're back. We're both rusty, but we're back.
We're a little rusty.
I'm a little more rusty than others with the tick over there, but
that's all right.
Neither here nor there.
Shots fired.
I will say though, I think it was a good episode.
It was a good episode. It was a good welcome back episode. It's a good episode for Mr. Anderson to wet his beak a little bit.
Yes.
We're going to start rolling on the
send
YouTube.
all that stuff over to him. Yeah,
that's right. We're going to start rolling on the Instagram. We're back. We're going to be consistent. We know we've been a little choppy. It's been wave-like, but we are going to be consistent for you folks. We're back. We're here to stay. That is Joey Cold Cuts. I am the Big Ticket, and we are the Sportsmen. Till next week, folks.
Love you.